It's the Sportszone Unfiltered, brought to you by HEB.
Sportszone Unfiltered, right back at you. I'm Paul Gallant, he's John Lopez, and with us a very special guest from the Houston Dash. We have Melissa Henderson in the house. Melissa, what's going on?
Everything's going on. We got preseason going.
Back at work?
Absolutely, being able to see the Dynamo play last week, getting a 5-0 win. So we're ecstatic to be here and to try to match up and kind of be alongside Dynamo and getting those results.
Well, let's go back to last year and the jolt of energy that the Dash got. Now, you were retired, like which one of us would have retired first? Surely it was going to be her. Now, you were retired, but you played last year and then retired and decided to come back. The jolt of energy that women's soccer got last year, you still have to be feeling that as a team and as an individual, right?
Yeah, I mean, I think as a team we definitely feel it, but I think as a country we feel it because we're coming off the World Cup and we still have the Olympics coming this summer, so I think that just the women's game is really growing on different aspects and it's exciting, especially for our team coming in, having Carli Lloyd on the team and Morgan Bryan. Right. You just have a lot more fans that are interested and intrigued and wanting to come out to the game and support the league, so it's exciting.
With how well they did in the World Cup, what's it like just playing with them firsthand? Because you're like, oh my God, she's scoring a goal from midfield. How is that possible?
Quite honestly, because I've played with them multiple times and on different teams, I've been able to kind of see the way they play and how they do it. So when they do, I'm not surprised by any means. I'm like, yeah, that's Carli Lloyd right there.
Classic Carli.
Yeah, it's definitely nothing that surprised me by any means.
Well, let's not downplay who we have in studio. I mean, you've had an incredible career. I don't want to talk about Carli Lloyd the whole time. No, it was great. But for yourself, what drew you back? I mean, and just so you know, Notre Dame alum. You've worked some sidelines at Notre Dame football, some other things in terms of broadcasting. You do have another career on the horizon somewhere, and maybe you could have started that last year. So what drew you back, to the Dash?
Yeah, quite honestly, I was doing a Bible study, and I kind of felt called back to the league, and I kind of wanted to come at it with a different mentality because I have never been one to stay after practice or go before to give the extra effort. And I think that I've never just been giving 100%. I've always been lukewarm in everything I do.
You've always been incredibly talented and fast. No, I mean, I'm not, I mean, don't be modest, but I mean, you've always had that, it's come pretty easy to you, right?
Yeah, I mean, I've definitely been blessed to be able to be in the position that I am today with what I haven't really put out there. So I'm back and I'm ready to train. I'm ready to do everything I can to serve my coaches, my teammates, the community, the fans, and really just be in 100% and not lukewarm anymore.
You got back to work on Monday, and I saw you tweet out something where there's a sloth eating, what were they, fries, Doritos? So I'm guessing that's what you were doing after the first day of workouts. How tough were those preseason workouts?
Oh my goodness. The fitness testing is always difficult, but at the same time, it's to measure where you are individually, and from there you kind of grow and you get better and you can see yourself as you transition and how fit you're getting. That wasn't fries. It was carrots and celery.
Oh, okay. There you go.
We also had a nutrition talk after the fitness testing, so we're very keen on making sure that we're putting and refueling our bodies with the right foods.
And that wasn't a chili dog either. No, just kidding. Hey, no.
I don't put that on social media. That stays just with me. So coaches can't see that.
Okay,
what happens on Snapchat?
What happens at the concession stand stays at the concession stand. All right, let's talk about some other things going on here. Now, you are obviously very involved with the Dynamo as well. You were, I guess, was sideline reporter for Dynamo games?
Yeah, I was an in-stadium host.
In-stadium host, hostess or whatever. Yeah. So what about that squad? What's interesting about both the Dynamo and the Dash is it's a lot of turnover. What kind of led to that? And that's got to be an interesting dynamic going into the season.
Yeah, I mean, what's really exciting, I'm going to go from the Dynamo to start with, is just seeing kind of the mentality change. I mean, look at the team this year compared to last year.
They seem to really
and
mesh.
The strides they're doing. I mean, just the quickness of play, the 1-2 tap, and also just playing for one another. You have a forward going down, getting all the way sideline to the inline, tracking a ball. You don't see that every time with last season. And just seeing kind of the strength, and they have a deep bench. I mean, you saw 2 players come off injured, and there was no change of pace in the game. It was everybody's hungry to score, hungry to make a difference, and that's something that I think that us as a Dash can look forward to and try to translate into our own team and our own game is really bringing that hunger and also the mentality to keep going and to come together and really gel and get the chemistry going early.
Is there a soccer player, male or female, that you try to emulate your play based off of?
Quite honestly, there's so many great players out there, but growing up, I would say I consistently watched Messi. I love the Barca style, so I'm very keep the ball and maintain it, and possession is a big thing. Be a little cheeky at times, take risk. So that's probably somebody that I really kind of try to emulate, I guess.
So Fighting Irish, your biggest takeaways when you were covering the Notre Dame football team, now, were you there for the last 2 regimes, or who was the head coach only when you were there?
Brian Kelly.
Brian Kelly was there the whole time?
No, he was not there the whole time. He was there for the last 2 years.
That's what I was
there.
wondering.
Yeah.
So working the sidelines there, what he's doing in the program, I mean, everybody got to feel pretty good about that right now.
Oh, absolutely. I think because, as you can see, each year bringing in a different class with a higher mentality and kind of the work ethic that's going into it, I think is tremendous. And each year you see how many wins we're getting, and kind of also just fans across the country really coming out from, under the rock and being like Notre Dame. So I'm all about it, obviously, but it's exciting to see, and it's growing, and it's just a great kind of, I mean, I might be biased, but just to go to a school, with kind of the tradition and just the education background as well, but to be able to play a sport there is amazing.
It's right up there with A&M.
Oh,
good God. More A&M talk from this guy.
It's right up there with A&M.
Yeah, see,
it's close.
I'm going to do this
so
as
much.
well.
It's close.
Let's change the subject.
Now, look, you heard me a little bit. That's assault, and we may have to call HR on that. Now, again, Notre Dame, quasi-ACC rivals. I already know you're a Liverpool fan. I'm an Everton fan.
Yeah.
See, the eye rolling.
Whatever.
All these ties in a row. Eventually, someone's got to win between Everton and Liverpool. Melissa Henderson, thank you so much for joining us. It's been a lot of fun. Let's do it again.
Oh, thank you so much. Thanks for having me. I look forward to it.
Catch the Houston Dash and, of course, the Dynamo all season long. Up next, Sportszone Unfiltered. We'll take a look at a team that's not doing too well in town, as the Houston Rockets. Also, the Houston Astros, as well as they continue their spring training. Don't go anywhere. Sportszone Unfiltered on the Cube resumes next.
Don't go anywhere. The Sportszone Unfiltered will continue after the break.